situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jets had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a 42-yard run here and brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hall again on second down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Cox. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit at covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A little short pass. This is Everett, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 3rd down and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive. On 2nd down, it's Sherman, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got room to roam, and down to the 7-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
And we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Cox. That is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Run with Hall. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Sherman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run on 1st down. Sherman, and he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Cox to throw on third down. And this one is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On second down, here's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Hardman on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here. There he goes, left side. Oh, a heck of a move. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Cox. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Baylor Tiger.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Sherman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Looking long for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Cox. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Cox on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session, because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drop. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our power ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 21-yard line.
Off play action. Cox. Open man here is Conklin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. A handoff for Hall. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Godwin, the motion man. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Operating from the gun. Cox to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. Diabador Lenore up to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, Sherman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? That'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brees Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Jets strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sherman, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Herbert. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
When you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's crowded pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Herbert on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Sherman, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Herbert now on second down. This is swung out to Eckler. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Cox. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They'll run here with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Cox now on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Cox looking to throw on second down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This will be caught at the 2. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Cox. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that would hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
It's second and inches.
On second down, it's Sherman, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On first down, Sherman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. The throw to the middle taken in, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. It's Sherman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Sherman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. This to win it in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime. They have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But, boy, how bad do you feel for him? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might pay a
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man, I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Yeah. Now they watching me on prime time.
winners, I took a few losses. You know I hit them, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far and it's the starvingness, and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. 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 I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Down to chant my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.